you doing today?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. Congratulations on such a great show.
Thank
I'm
you.
obsessed with it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. How does it feel returning to Dating Naked?
It's amazing. You know, we had the idea was sort of over a year ago now, and then we started filming series 1, and we were like, oh, I mean, we loved it there, but we were like, how is this going to land? Are people going to like it? And then we obviously had exactly what you expect of people before they've even watched it, going, oh, this is terrible, can't believe you're doing this. And then it went like #1 all over the world. So, yeah, so glad to be back.
Amazing. I know you're like an old hand at presenting, but has your presenting style changed over the course of this show from season 1 to season 2?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, I know it, and we know what we're making now, whereas before it was, for series 1, it was a little bit more, oh, how's this going to go? And we were a little bit, should we do it like this, do it like that? This year, it's like we walked straight in and we were like, this is how we do it and this is how it's going to run. And it was amazing. So yeah, I felt a lot more confident this year with the format, with the show itself, and the datas that we have as well.
Absolutely, because I feel like when you walk onto the screen in this season, it feels like you own that island and that you're like a billionaire.
I do own the island. I wish I owned the island.
Was that something you practiced, or did you just step on foot and you're just like, this is my domain?
No, I think, listen, I've got a role to play to a certain extent where it's like I'm the man in charge. Like, and I want the datas to love me. I want the datas to want to be around me, but at the same time I need them to be frightened of me a little bit, like, because I throw some twists and turns along the way. So like with Radio Rylan, for instance, whenever it's like Radio Rylan, they all like freeze and they're like, oh my God, what is he going to say? But I need them to be like that. I've got to keep them on their toes.
Get a little bit of like a villain mode on.
Yeah, slick the hair back and hope for the best.
Is there anyone that you base your kind of villain mode on, or is it just a natural?
I think it just comes. I think it's just in me.
Yeah. What I find fascinating about this show is how easy you forget they're naked.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep reminding yourself, like, oh,
that's a pair of breasts.
That's a pair of breasts. Is it the same for you when you're like hosting and you're around the datas?
Completely. You know, whenever I sit down with any of them, the first thing I do is I walk in. First time I meet them all, they're all in a line, and I go, let's get this out of the way. And I just look them all up and down. They start laughing, and then they're comfortable. I just want them to be comfortable, because if they're not comfortable, from a selfish point of view, I'm not getting a good show.
Yeah.
They've got to be so comfortable that they forget that there's cameras there and they just enjoy themselves, and what happens, and they take what's thrown at them. So for me, it's about the datas being comfortable. And so that's my main priority, sort of day 1, 2, 3, 4, is making sure they're all comfortable. Whenever we throw a naked newbie in, I'll go and meet them before they go into that, just before they go into the house, and I'll like give them a hug, and I'll be like, right, you ready for this? Like, just go in there and enjoy it, because I don't want them to feel uncomfortable when they meet me first in front of everyone else. So yeah, just making everyone feel comfortable.
Amazing, because it feels like there's a lot of like safety protocols for these people.
Oh,
it's
my God.
reassured at the end of the episodes.
To the point where I even get annoyed with, and I'm all for safety protocols, duty of care, but like even this year, when we flew out to Panama, it's like, right, you need to do like your training again. And I'm like, why? I host the show, of course I know what I'm doing, but we've got to do it again. That's how on it, you know, the show is. So, and it's amazing, and we look after them so well. They're all being looked after now, before the show's on, since we filmed in March, so they've been sort of part of the family since then. And because of the nature of the show as well, there's a lot more heightened protocols and safety briefings that we have. And you see it come across in the actual show, when you'll see, like, you know, they meet for the first time and a guy might go to a girl, am I right to hug you? Rather than just going for a hug. And that's all the training. It's like, you know, you've got to understand that you're all naked and you can't just go and cuddle someone you've just met, because they might not feel comfortable with that. So it's just doing all of that. But it's great. It's been really, really good. And yeah, the team, the sort of duty of care and the welfare team are amazing on this show, and will continue to be. We still talk to people from series 1. So.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and a few of them still together, which is amazing.
That's so good. Do you get a duty of care yourself? Do you have like moments where you just kind of need a debrief from?
Do you know what? Luckily enough, I don't. Like, I don't feel that I need that. Like I say, if anything, it's when, you know, they're like, you've got to do your training again, and the training's like, don't go up to someone and, you know, cuddle them without you. And I just say to the trainers, who are amazing, by the way, I would just say, like, you do realise they're all going to run and jump on me. And they're like, well, that's okay if you're okay with that. And I'm like, I'm fine. And literally, lo and behold, after like one episode, one day in the house, I'll walk in, they're all like, Rylan, and like all jumping on me. It's fine. Like, yeah, I'm good. I love it.
Yeah. How has presenting this show changed your own perspective of like your body confidence and dating? And
I am the worst person to talk to because I'm the most self-critical man you'll ever meet in your life. But I think what I have took away from the show is that, you know, a lot of the times, if you were to look at a lineup of people, you think, okay, that's the guy that all the girls are going to go for. That's the girl that all the guys are going to go for. But with Dating Naked, what's really interesting, because we have like guys and girls of all different shapes, sizes, nationalities as well, you forget how different people are when they're naked. Because, you know, you're used to seeing yourself naked or maybe your partner or someone else, whatever. But when there's a load of naked people in a room, you look and you go, oh, her breasts are different to her breasts are different to her breasts, or his penis is different to his, because you're going to look. It's human nature, and it just makes you realise that everyone's different. No two people are the same, and I don't know. It just makes you feel a little bit more like, oh, right, well, this is what I've got. Or I could look at that guy and go, oh, I wish I had bigger arms. I wish I had his arms. But then he's looking at that guy going, I wish I had his legs. So it's just this whole triangle, I think.
And it's really, really good. I mean, I watched a couple of episodes as a bigger girl, and I'm just like, this just makes me feel a bit more confident. And
absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, Dom from season 1, who, you know, she was a bigger girl, and, oh my God, like the guys were fighting over her. And I remember talking to Dom, and you might see her again in this series. And we're like, we love her. She's such an amazing girl. But I remember talking to her after it, and she was just like, I didn't think that I'd have 2 guys after me. Like, I thought maybe I might get a guy. She went, I didn't think I'd have like 2 guys fighting over me. But that's why I love Dating Naked, because actually the whole point of the show is you get to know the person. Mm-hmm. And that's what people start to fall for. When you can see it all out, you're like, okay, yeah, great. I'm attracted to this or whatever. But after 5 minutes, that novelty's worn off to them and the viewer. Yeah. Then it's all about getting to know the real person, and that's what's been really interesting.
Yeah, and there's a really good line, I can't remember which contestant says it in the first episode of season 2, where it's like, this is just our natural state. This is what we've been born into.
It really is as well. It really, really is, you know. Even makeup to a certain extent, like the girls stop wearing makeup. They hardly put any makeup on because they're just all around the pool all day and, you know, doing what they're doing. And maybe of a night they'll put some makeup on and, you know, doll themselves up for like a party. But yeah, it's like they almost become like Primal. They're all just like, all right, this is life now. And it's weird because we all still talk, and I see on like the little group that we've got, like they're all like trying to organise like some like country escape where they can all just go naked because they miss it. But yeah, it's amazing. I love them. They're a great lot.
Just the influx of people going to nudist beaches and
literally, honest to God. I mean, I've offered to host the show naked many a time. They say no, so I'm like, oh, all right, fine.
Is there a particular episode that you think that we should be looking forward to in this season?
Yes. So about halfway through the season, I bring in a naked newbie, a girl. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but she walks in there and just turns everything upside down. And there is an episode a bit later on, nearer the end, where something happens that we never thought would happen on the show. We just never thought it would even be a thing, but it happened.
Amazing.
And it's really interesting. And I can't wait to watch it again. Oh. And that's from being there. Being there, it was amazing. With all the edits, it's going to look like a Hollywood film.
Oh, that's so incredible. I'm very excited.
I am as well.
And do you think that there's scope for like spin-offs, maybe like just women or like just men?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing is with Dating Naked, you know, it's one of those shows that there could be many variations of it. It was a show years and years and years and years and years ago, and it just didn't really land. And then obviously we've done it now, and it's just turned into, well, like this worldwide show. Like it's done so well in so many countries, and I keep getting like tagged on Instagram and stuff of like the Italian version, and it's me talking, but it's like, oh, Torre della Gallia, and I'm like, oh wow, I can speak fully Italian now. And like Brazil will love the show, and it's obviously now gone over into the States. So it's just done so well, and it's quite nice because even though it was known as Dating Naked UK, now it's Dating Naked. So it's like the one, which is really exciting. And yeah, I think, you know, going forward, there's options to do exactly what we're doing, but maybe some of the guys and girls are happy to be with guys or girls, and anyone could couple up with anyone and get with anyone. So look, if someone went in there and said that they were bisexual, we're not going to not have them on the show. Of course we would. Why wouldn't we? But it'd be a bit silly if it was a bisexual guy and there was 6 straight guys that weren't bisexual. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, maybe as it goes on, fingers crossed, if we come back again, there's scope to maybe, it's all down to the daters. It's all down to who wants to come on the show first and foremost. Then we sit there and go, okay, are they going to be all right on the show? Because that's the main thing. Are they going to be all right being naked? We're not going to fly them to the other side of the world and then go, oh, I can't do it. You know, got to make sure that they're right. So
amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. Congratulations on such a good. Thank you. They're like my ruby slippers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys!